I'm gonna blow my nose, and you keep the. Oh yes, pray to Sir Dickinson. He'll take care of us.
Somebody's gonna send you like a print of it.
Thank God.
Trace over.
I am so happy for that.
Piece of cake.
A piece of cake.
That's a spicy piece of cake.
That is the spot. Oh my God, why is it spicy? That's kind of gross.
How many of these are left, I wonder?
Putting like.
Oh my God, we're running out.
Put like ghosts.
We're running out of room. We have 2 rooms left. We're so close to being done.
No, we're so close to being done with actual gameplay.
Then it's gonna be the 8-hour marathon of the story wrapping up like last time. That was so long. My final episode was 2.5 hours long because I was like, I don't know, it's all the ending. It feels weird to cut it, but it's taking so long.
I don't want it to take that long. It's so long.
Yeah, we're missing room 16 and room 12 out of all of them. That's how close we are.
I'll read them.
That's, oh man.
Let's read them. Swimsuit. Let's read them.
E equals MC squared, really? I like how your volume increased when you saw swimsuit.
Oh, this is kind of boring. I don't want to read it.
For some reason, Sigma, or perhaps the author, seems to be unnaturally obsessed with swimsuits.
Whoa, shots fired. Why?
Wait, when has that come up before?
That the author is interested in swimsuits?
No, that Sigma is.
Spoiler. Also the poster.
It's only going to come up in the future.
No,
oh, right, he was into the poster, but Sigma's weird, right? He has like 5-second horn dog spurts, and then it never comes up again.
Well, he is only a man.
Or like weird moment where he's like making fun of Phi's cup size. I'm like, why'd you do that?
He's a man.
You weren't even talking about her boobs. You were just like in the middle of talking about this one lever. You're like, your boobs are small. It was just what he did. That was a real conversation that Sigma did. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Why is that? Was he involved in a horrible swimsuit accident, now repressed in his youth? Did he have a crush in high school on a girl on the swim team who put her Olympic aspirations ahead of any possible romance? Is he just a perv? The world may never know.
Why is it Tenmyoji?
Yeah, I don't know. That's clearly Tenmyoji, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the cuffed rolled up sleeves. Also, we don't have sleeves, do we? We have short sleeves.
We have.
Also, like... we're not drawn ever. They've really ruined the K reveal by never showing us what Sigma looks like in 3D.
Yes.
So then when K was like, "Oh my God, K is Sigma," I was like, "Oh look, it's Sigma. Look, that's what K looks like." It was like that was my response.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look, it's K's face. We got to see it. Is that Junpei? Like I still was like, "Is that Junpei?" Because I didn't know it was Sigma because we've never seen him in 3D.
This device can be used in an emergency to deactivate the antimatter bombs hidden throughout the facility.
Good to know.
It's really one of those times where the cast should really be reading gold files.
Yeah, they should really read these. QWERTY.
It doesn't really have any official name. Sometimes it's called the designated computer terminal, but sometimes it's just the input device. The device has a small QWERTY keyboard beneath the LCD display. On top of it is a large black cable, which can be attached to the bomb you wish to deactivate. Entering the correct password on the keyboard will stop the detonation. So it's a BlackBerry with a USB.
Antimatter reactor.
In a general sense, an antimatter reactor is a system that generates electricity or some other form of power from matter-antimatter reactions. This facility uses hydrogen and antihydrogen. The reactions power a turbine, which generates energy and powers everything in the facility. It looks like a gigantic octopus, but it's definitely not edible, no matter how you cook it.
Japan. Antihydrogen atom.
What is that?
A particular type of antimatter. Normal hydrogen atoms have 1 protein and 1 electron, but an antihydrogen atom has the opposite, 1 antiproton and 1 positron. On November 2010, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, CERN, issued a statement announcing that they had captured an antihydrogen atom. They claimed that they had gathered 38 of them, in fact, and managed to hold them in a special container for 0.2 seconds. Less than 6 months later, in June 2011, they managed to capture several more antihydrogen atoms and contained them for more than 1,000 seconds. Although the creation and storage of antimatter is still a difficult obstacle, these results suggest that the antimatter reactors could someday be a possibility. It's just like in the Star Trek. Did you really just bring tissue here to blow your nose directly in front of the microphone?
Yes.
You had a whole walk back where you could have just not done it here, but you brought the tissue to the microphone to start blowing your nose.
I don't think you can hear it. It's fine.
I'm just confused by the choice.
Because I don't want to miss out on any of the spoilers.
We're talking about Star Trek antimatter.
I know.
Really,
I heard you.
Yeah, and the usual stuff where they've only ever managed to store it for like a minute, basically.
And then it goes boom.
Or I guess 1,000 seconds is like over 10 minutes. That's a while. TNT equivalent.
TNT is often used as a reference point when discussing the power of explosive devices, specifically explosive power in, Specifically, explosive power is usually described by tonnage. The amount of energy one ton of TNT produces is approximately 4.184 gigajoules. Oh, we actually already did the math on this when we first found out about how many gigajoules it would do. Okay, this means that an explosive device with an output of 1 megaton generates 4.184 petajoules. TNT stands for Trinity Trinidad's and Tobago, yes. Trinitolulene.
I just had a shudder creep up my spine.
That's it. It's one of the most common.
Dumb this was.
It's one of the most common explosives, which is how it came to be a reference point. A kilogram of TNT has 4.184 megajoules of energy, but a kilogram of butter has 30 megajoules. Butter's some dangerous stuff. In our city. What is this even for?
Trinitolene. That's a rough one.
Trinitolene.
Yep, trinitolene. That's why we call it TNT. That's why we call it TNT.
We could have also just not called it trinitolene.
E equals MC squared.
Einstein's famous equation, put simply, it means that energy is equal to mass times speed of light squared. It's described. By the way, this would be a little more readable if they could just splurge for the font that has exponents in it instead of doing the caret 2. It just looks cheap when you write it out like that. I do that in Discord because I have to write letters. It describes how much energy you'd get by annihilating matter with antimatter.
This guy is agreeing a lot with the sentence above him.
But also carries the interesting implication that with enough energy, you could theoretically create matter.
What?
This all feels weird because we discovered because I know this because I'm editing the first episodes and everything. In the first 10 episodes, we already described in detail how antimatter works. There's like a weird out of date. It's a little late for them to give us E equals MC squared.
63 terajoules. The amount of energy you'd get by combining 350 milligrams each of matter and antimatter. You can get this number by using blah 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 phi. What do you numbers phi and Alice.
Wait, isn't this the conversation they actually had at the beginning of the game?
I think so, yeah.
I think we've already had this conversation. What the fuck? So why are these gold files? Remember when we thought the gold files were going to be interesting and give us...
Remember how other people were like, don't read them, they spoil the game! I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, some people are like, you should only read the gold files after you beat the whole game. I'm like, why would you do that? Just get stuff repeated to you?
Yeah.
Like, most of the stuff gets said... A few things are things that get revealed early, like Temioji being a horn dog, and a few other things. But some of these things are details that, like... are just really basic elements of like, this is what an AB game is and shit like that. I'm like, why would you then like, I beat the game, now I'll reread them. I can't wait to read about the sun, moon, star key. Yay. Man, oh, what a great level of additional context to add to the story now that I've finished it. What the fuck? I can't wait to read these recaps of Zero's catchphrases.
No, it's like the thing he says at the end of every time you have a communication with him, but there's no like reason.
There's at least 3 documents just recapping them, which is extra weird because like, what stands out to you about Zero's personality and behavior? Is it the part where they keep saying things in a variety of weird voices for no reason, obnoxiously? Is it the part where they make rabbit puns, or is it the part where they say different exit greetings? What the fuck? It's like not even the top 10 things to think of to remember about that character.
Yeah.
Who cares? Anyway, close, open.
Oh yeah, we have to actually open it.
Yeah, we have to actually leave.
Do we have to?
Yeah. Moon, star, star, but different. Yeah, who's this fucking sociopath that's like, I beat the game, I'm gonna go read the gold files now that it's over? Like,
Thomas.
They're awful. Thomas? I mean, checks out.
Oh shit!
Yeah, something new's gonna happen.
Hold on.
Oh, it's the thing that disables the bombs.
The device that disables the bombs is located inside of an escape room, so Zero knew that the bombs are there?
Seemingly, I mean, yeah.
But Dio doesn't know that the transmitter to disarm them has been either stolen or just left around to...
Well, I'm fairly certain this entire game is run by the cult. And that Zero... Because didn't we already confirm the Zero's the cult leader?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So
well, we haven't been given official...
So Dio and the bombs have been put in here on purpose. Even if Dio doesn't know that.
Well, I mean, I hope not, because technically he time traveled.
And also the detonators are in here. Like, even looking at the flowchart, like, this might be the correct ending. Because there's only so many fucking paths left in this game.
Yeah.
And so, like, it makes sense. It makes sense that, in fact, at this point, I would probably guess that this is the correct ending.
Uh-oh.
Just because we have the thing that diffuses the bombs. Now we have to go to all the other endings to find the codes.
Oh, no!
And then come back and type the codes into this to not die. I bet you right after this room, now that we have this bomb diffuser, that now we'll get a question mark that kicks us out until we get all the numbers.
Shit.
Probably.
Well, a map. Wow, fucking great.
Can we focus on the more important thing, which is that you got a cool thing a second ago? Oh my god, shut up.
Our next prize is, let's see.
Holy shit,
Oh
they're
my
avoiding
God.
it so carefully. It's the only prominent and interesting thing, you bastards. There we go.
Is it some kind of input device? It has a keyboard on it.
And a cable connected to the top.
These faces.
We can worry about that later. Might as well take it with us for now, though. And finally, a key.
The key. It's the Star Moon Sun key. Ba-da-da-dum.
Oh wait, no, that was the key cards. This is for leaving the room.
There's nothing else in here.
There we go, we got the bomb diffuser. We're good.
Well, we don't know it's a bomb diffuser.
Well, we do though.
No.
We do. In our hearts. And also our brains. That can remember things from a minute ago. Compared to Sigma, we have superpowers.
I mean, I think the more interesting thing is that, I guess...
Oh, they're just saying it looks like an octopus.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
The thing on the other side of the glass looks kind of like a metal octopus.
Oh,
I think that maybe that's an annihilation reactor.
Who named
no.
something like that?
well, that's what it's called.
Yeah, but why would you call it an annihilation reactor?
But that... Because it is it's a matter-antimatter reactor. And the reaction that matter and antimatter have with each other is called annihilation.
That's not a good
It might
thing.
even be its origin. I'm not sure.
That's not a good name.
That might be
for-
we might use that word for other stuff, but it might have come from that originally or something.
Yeah, but like an annihilation reactor just doesn't sound good.
Well, they get annihilated.
But not the reactor.
Well, yeah, it's the reactor does a thing inside of it.
I'm saying it sounds like the
It's a chamber where it's a chamber where it's a vacuum inside, and you shoot matter and antimatter at each other, and they annihilate each other, emitting huge amounts of energy.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like I would be kind of scared to be in a room with an annihilation reactor. I'd feel like it's going to annihilate me, the person that's
Well,
not.
if you go in there and somebody shoots antimatter at you, yes.
Oh, wait, shut your mouth. Let's continue.
But that's its job. Wait till you find out about like incendiary reactors or combustion reactors.
Well, those are normal.
Oh my
Those are-
god, they're gonna combust me. It's just the word for the reaction.
Yeah, but annihilation is also a word that can be used to insinuate it is going to kill you.
So is combust.
Well, not no.
Yeah, it's
it sounds like the reactor's gonna combust.
You to death.
I mean, well, I mean, I guess you would die by.
Oh my
proxy.
god, the reactor's gonna nuclear me.
Annihilation? You mean like that bomb?
Yes, the core of the annihilation bomb would work on the same principles. I think Fi knows a lot more than me about these things, though.
If we put the bombs inside there, then will the reactor just absorb the explosion?
Huh.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I just picked up a few tidbits of information here and there.
Tidbits, huh?
If it is what Luna thinks, it should be pretty simple. There's going to be a bunch of matter and antimatter in there. Probably hydrogen and antihydrogen bumping into one another. When they do annihilate one another, that's where you get the name and release a bunch of energy. You can actually calculate how much energy by taking the mass effect and...
Gah, stop. Too complicated.
Stop giving me all this important information that might affect whether we survive or not.
I think the writer just ran out of comprehension for
He might have just like, hey, maybe he couldn't handle more complicated of a description.
Yeah.
Why is Sigma the anti-intellectual of the group? He's a PhD student.
Because PhDs are for nerds.
It's almost like this game's horribly written.
You're saying that octopus thing is a machine that runs off annihilation energy, right?
Well, machine's a weird way to put it. It's more like an engine. Like a steam engine, or an internal combustion engine, just better.
All of the electricity in this facility is generated by Mr. Octopus.
Thanks.
So that would make this room.
Yes. This is the danger zone. Oh, Mr. Octopus's control room.
I guess it doesn't really matter what the octopus is at this point.
It could.
We're all done with this room. All we've got to do is insert the key. Okay, let's go.
Yes, let's.
I agree.
Oh my god, countdown.
Countdown. Too bad it's not our final countdown. There's at least 2 more.
You found it!
Yeah. Ding ding. They've opened it without us again.
Gate has been opened.
How are they so good at opening the gate right when we get to the door?
What's going on?
Someone from another team opened one of them. They must have found a moon card.
Why the hell did they just go and open one of the doors on their own?
We should get back upstairs. Whoever jumped the gun is probably in the warehouse.
Right. Okay, let's go. Well, we were right next door to the elevator.
Yep.
That's pretty good, though. You know, we can just kind of rush in, go up, punch that guy in the face. Dio.
Dio. It's always Dio.
It's always Dio.
It was me, Dio, every single time. Really reduces the impact, huh? It was me, Dio, for the 7th time.
It'd be kind of funny, though, if, like, Bing, bing. Like, Alice gets murdered, and we're all like, oh, no, Alice is murdered. He's like, it actually was me, Dio. All
That's a weird death timing.
No, he finally bled out.
He bled out?
Yeah.
What?
Because it was Dio all along who was dead, not Alice.
Oh, you what? Oh, like Alice is Dio?
Yeah.
Alice whips off a Scooby-Doo mask and
Yeah.
Dio underneath?
Yeah.
The top hat and everything is under the mask?
Yes. Perfect. We left out of the magenta door and into the warehouse. There stood Tenmyoji, Dio, and Clover. Hey! What the hell is this? Why'd you open one of the AP rooms before the rest of us got back?
Clover and I haven't done anything.
Dio didn't feel like waiting, I guess.
You got a problem?
Yes. It will murder us.
Yes, I do have a problem.
Why? I don't remember saying anything about waiting until everyone got back to open the AB rooms.
Are you kidding me? We didn't talk about it because we thought it was common sense.
Sigma's right. We were able to get back quickly, but the others could still be stuck somewhere. What if they can't get back in time?
No sooner were the words out of her mouth.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all here.
Did something happen?
It's Quark, you see? He
What? What happened to Quark?
collapsed.
Oh, goddamn, we're still doing this?
Happened so suddenly. We're just searching our room.
Oh my god, could it be Radical 6? Do we know about that in this timeline?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. This condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
Just suffering over there?
I am. I don't know why I have such bad allergies today.
Have you taken your meds?
Yep. Tenmyoji shoved Kay aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks, then ran off after him. I'm just dying. From my nose.
Quark. Come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Tenmyoji grabbed Quark's shoulders and began to shake him desperately. It was Clover who stopped him.
Hey, what are you doing? He's sick, and we don't even know what's wrong with him. What if you make him worse?
Or catch it and die on him.
And die on him.
Then what am I supposed to do? I have to save him.
Save? That seems a little extreme. Maybe he just has anemia or something.
No, that's not it. I know him.
Yay!
Oh yeah, I forgot to check if we could do that.
I had the realization. I'm like, oh shit, this is literally the same conversation. When he said anemia, I was like, oh, we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
I edited it like a few days ago, and yeah, it's the exact same conversation.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah.
You mean in the control room? All that had was a bunch of stuff for controlling the generator. I don't think anybody would put medicine in there.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
So this is probably where we'd be probably screwed if it wasn't for Sigma having like other dimension knowledge. So we'll probably just pull it out of the
Future sight
and be like, oh yeah, there's I've solved everything.
I'm terribly sorry. There was nothing of the sort in the archives. Books and so on in abundance, but no medicine. Oh God.
I think they can hear you chewing.
What?
I think they can hear you chewing. I can hear you chewing from here through my headphones.
Chew quietly.
Well, now you are because you ran out of the food.
Oh, still there.
When you started chewing, I could even see it on the mic.
God damn it. I hate this job.
Playing for a whole hour. I have to eat now.
I need to eat constantly.
He's going to.
I have anemia. Look, just to be sure, where did the three of you go?
Someplace called the Bee Garden. It was kind of like a park with trees and stuff.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, no medicine. Maybe some medicinal plants?
Temioji slumped to the ground. For a moment, there was silence.
Quark?
Quark!
Yeah, here we go again.
Ah, let go of me! I'm gonna stab you! I'm Quark! I've got Radical 6! I'm so radical, no one can handle me!
There's a lot of skipping to
Oh
do.
god, wait, now Alice has it?
Yep. This is original timeline again. Remember, this is the original timeline we did the first time around. It got us all the way to Alice being sick the very first time.
Right, and then we couldn't find her.
And then this time we.
Oh no, we came back to the room and everyone was dead.
Oh yeah, was that the one where everyone was
was
dead in a room? Our first path we ever did led to Quark and Alice being sick. Alice never got sick ever again, maybe, or she got sick one more time in a timeline, maybe.
Yeah, remember we cured her and then she came back and betrayed us.
But this is the alternate branch of the. Yeah, that's what happened. This is the alternate branch of the first timeline we ever did, where we switched our Alice vote. And
Okay.
She switched with us, which made it weirder. The Schrodinger's cat vote. Whoa.
Oh.
So now
No one here, huh?
Now we're switching for Alice and Quark.
Damn. Where did she go?
Oh, this would be a little cathartic. Oh, never mind. I was like, I wonder how much we skipped ahead on the flowchart by skipping all that, because we've seen it before.
None.
None. We're still in the first book.
No point in complaining. I just need to look somewhere else. I turned and headed toward the exit.
Yeah, all that change there is just what rooms people happen to explore in their quest of not knowing where the cure was.
Yeah.
That dialogue technically changed because we all went in different rooms this time that were equally unhelpful.
But they were all rooms we've already been to because we've almost finished the game.
Yep. Remember the bee garden? The one that had some alright puzzles in it?
Yeah.
We like were cutting plans open and counting stars or something?
It was fine, I guess.
It was pretty. I like the visual of the day-night cycle change and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And a giant artificial, not a giant, but an artificial sun getting swallowed by the lion fountain.
Oh, we're going to the archives.
I just wish the lion fountain looked like it was spewing fire out of its mouth. That'd be cool.
That would be kind of cool.
Since the moon's inside of it. But instead it just went dark.
Oh, this is new.
Hi.
So this is the archives, huh?
Spoilers for one of the remaining 2 rooms, huh?
Yeah, right?
It's like, oh, I can't wait to read their copies of Sheldrake.
Oh god, please don't.
Okay, Quark and Alice, search this room.
There's a lion that's swallowing a sun, by the way. Those things are just fucking everywhere.
What?
Is this their idea of setup or something?
Damn.
Well, did you see the lion swallowing the sun?
I saw the lion plushie.
Yeah, it has a red sun token in its mouth.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Nothing here either. We need to find her quick or she's gonna do something bad. If she loses it like Quark did and nobody's around to stop her. Shit, I need to hurry.
Bing, bing.
I decided to try the garden where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio had gone after passing through their door.
Bing, 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 bing.
Sounds like we found her.
I think the change that happened here is that the other level, the previous game took place in a ship.
Yes.
So I cared more about the layout because I could reference it in the shape of a ship, and it's like it has like central walkways, and then as the central walkways, then cabins. Like there's a layout that you can process with a ship, right?
Yeah.
This one's just a fucking octopus of noise.
Yep.
So I've never cared about what path we're taking because I'm like I don't fucking know what any of that looks. Yeah. It's just a bunch of repeating rooms and hallways. So we got our wish of constantly getting a map so we can tell where we are, but it's now in a facility that means nothing to us.
It's weird.
Whereas last time we were on a boat, and I was like, where are we now? In a lot of later chapters, because it would have been useful to know where we were, because I could process it in a multi-deck ship that has an appearance we understand.
The first thing I noticed when I stepped inside was a smell. Plant life was everywhere, and the air was filled with the fresh scent of it, growing, underlaid with the sweet dry tones of dead leaves underfoot. While the air outside had been dry and harsh, in here it was warm and wet, like a forest after a spring rain. Just like Clover said, plants and stuff everywhere.
I think this room got more attention as an escape room component because it's also a room that gets more attention from the story.
Yeah.
I walked slowly down the path, still slightly stunned. Most of the facility had been cold, dull metal, but this room was positively verdant.
Wait, you know that word?
Verdante.
You know what verdant means?
I don't know, he doesn't usually know what words mean.
Man, hard to believe there's something like this in here. What the hell is this even for?
Growing food.
What?
What the fuck?
It's a garden. Do you know what a garden is?
As strange as the garden was, Alice needed to be my priority. I reined my thoughts back in and continued down off the path into the grass. I'd only got a few steps when I stopped short.
Oh no, Alice has become a bushwoman.
Bum bum bum.
Alice!
This is when they find her unconscious, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Good. I'm glad you showed up.
Time to go back to the past to find the answer to the future.
Yeah.
Huh?
I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to take her to the infirmary.
You didn't say anything?
That she's, alive?
Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So she's just unconscious?
Like it.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here.
Huh.
Or it's already in her.
Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here.
Right.
Wait, hold on. There's something I need to tell you. Just stay calm.
Okay.
What?
Look to the right.
Am I right or you're right?
You're right.
Okay.
We're trying to be subtle here. Huh, which way? Oh, the bomb's in here. We didn't find this when we were doing the room?
What the hell?
Oh, I guess we confirmed they were being placed later, though, by Dio.
Yeah, but fuck.
Yeah.
He placed it while they were in the room.
Apparently bomb one... Yeah, I guess bomb one's here, in this timeline at least.
This is a bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
Says 01. The one in the crew quarters said 03. Shit. Then there's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 2 bomb out there somewhere?
Can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Damn it. That means we're talking about an explosion the size of 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Who said it?
Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio investigated the garden. There's also a chance someone else said it. Anyone could have come here after they left and before we showed up. Anyway, we need to move Alice. Help me out here.
Alice was lighter than I expected, and fine, I managed to set off toward the infirmary at a brisk trot.
It must be the lack of clothes. Really lightens the load.
Really lightens the load.
She doesn't even wear a shirt.
She does not.
attention, everyone.
How does it not fall off constantly? She's specifically the character that runs and falls unconscious a lot out of all the characters in the game.
Yeah, right.
And somehow that she has like the most unfriendly shirt thing for that type of character in the story.
You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results, she has also been infected with Radical 6.
Can you skip this?
Nope, tried.
Poop.
If I had called everyone else back after I brought Alice to the infirmary, 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no. No! What's going to happen to her? Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6.
You're having a hell of a day right now.
I just have hay fever today.
Why?
I don't know.
Just today? Have you even gone outside?
Yeah.
Is today sperm day or something?
I don't know.
In the sky? Sky sperm day? There's something especially bad about June... What day is it?
The 26th?
26th? That's one way to do the episode, huh? Just to show,
no idea.
Just to show people how far off these recordings are.
Well, I think it's because yesterday it was like hurricane winds and today it's not. So I think all of that pollen went way to the sky.
Was it that windy in here?
Yes.
Oh, it was not. It was. I was outside yesterday in my town and it was not windy.
Of course not. You don't live in a freaking dead zone like I do.
That's true. I was out spraying pesticide yesterday, so it just sucked if it was windy.
It's a special antiviral treatment. Whether or not there's any around here, though. No! No! Oh, Alice! I don't want you to die!
Okay, well, I mean, it's fine. We have like 2 hyperbolic time chambers.
Hyperbolic time chamber. And we have 2 cures if they remember.
Oh, we have an unlimited amount of cures if they remember not to be asshats about it.
Yeah, they made a duplicate. Like, no, use both of them. Yeah. Now 100% of the copies of the sample of known existence are gone. I'm like, are you insane?
Clover wrapped her arms around Alice's unconscious body and began to sob. None of us had the heart to pull her off, so all we could do was stand and watch uncomfortably.
Uncomfortably?
I mean, that top's uncomfortable.
I mean, yeah.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Shit, I forgot that was open. Thanks, Dio.
Guys, I think we should get back to the warehouse.
You think? What about Alice and Quark?
We're just gonna have to leave him behind.
No! I'm not leaving!
Clover.
I'm staying here! Like heck, I'm gonna leave Alice all alone! She's going to be fine.
Doesn't she leave her alone in all the other timelines?
Yes.
Like she does it repeatedly, I think.
Why do you say heck when there's like Dio says fuck all the time?
They're not the same person?
Clover.
Checkmate, Andrew.
Clover, you're dumb. Just say hell.
I gave her some Soparil. She'll just be sleeping like Quark. I don't care! I just want to stay with her. She shouldn't have to be all by herself.
She won't be.
I feel like there's something on Alice's body that she needs to grab when we're not looking.
She could have done that when she was sobbing uncontrollably.
She was holding on to her for a while there. Maybe it's inside her.
Why did it do that?
I don't know. That was a weird transition.
Right? She can do what she wants.
Did it ever do that transition before?
I'm trying to think about it. Have they ever
I don't think it's ever transitioned to TV screen and then back.
Yeah, they cut to a different location in the same room. I don't remember that being a weird television crossfade before.
Yeah, it's like Game Grumps.
But I don't.
It was like the pew.
I don't know. I've never noticed the transition before necessarily, but that was really distracting. Maybe we just somehow not noticed it. Or
no, I would have called it out.
Or maybe it was a weird one-off.
Huh?
I see. Dio and Tenmyoji's opponent in the next AB game is Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally, which I don't think I need to mention would be pretty favorable for Dio. If she stays, he's got an easy round.
Whoa, what are you saying?
That you're a conniving bastard, which you make pretty clear with your own behavior and words.
That maybe you planted like 4 bombs inside of this place, and we have the ability to deactivate them now that we have this weird fancy Duhingle device that we found in our laboratory, and also after Zero told us the code for
unlocking one of them. Are you telling me it was Zio all along? Dio? Shit. Zio?
You think I'm gonna choose betray?
Yeah, I do.
Damn.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Shots fired.
Of course I'm gonna pick ally.
Then stay here and send Tenmyoji.
That's what she's gonna say.
Yeah.
For one, Tenmyoji's gonna be in there with me. I can't just ignore his opinion and make my own choice.
Although Tenmyoji betrays people all the time.
Right?
No, I won't be going. I can't leave Quark here when he's like this.
Oh no, there goes Dio's out of blaming it on somebody else. Now it has to be old Dio that betrays someone.
I'll be staying, just like Clover.
Hey, come on now. What is this?
Knock it off, Dio. He's too smart to let you make a scapegoat out of him.
Like you did with Quark.
Why are you so suspicious of me?
Because you're a murderer and a terrorist and a clone.
I mean, look, Dio.
There's a lot of reasons.
It's
and you have a
definitely
weird top hat for some reason, even though it's squished already.
It's not really because of morphogenic fields. It's just
what loser wears a squished top hat? A Mad Hatter?
Yeah.
He was mad. He's got mercury poisoning. Get him.
What?
Yeah.
Is mercury poisoning a thing?
Yes? What?
You're talking about like mercury here. I thought you meant the planet. I was like, do you get poisoned from the planet? Like, what the fuck?
Are you insane?
I was like, what are you talking about?
No.
That's some like Mass Effect shit.
Do you understand the concept of mercury poisoning?
Well, yeah, because we're not on Earth.
That's just a weird leap to have.
When you said mercury, well, no, we're not on Earth.
Do you not know the connection between mercury poisoning and hatters?
Oh, no.
Oh. That's the whole concept of a Mad Hatter, is that people use mercury in their hat construction because they didn't know it was poisonous, and it would drive people insane. So that's why they say you're mad as a hatter, and that's the basis of the Cinderella character Mad Hatter.
Well, we mean Alice in Wonderland?
Yes, that one.
I remember Cinderella's Mad Hatter character. He showed up and was like, "Let's go to the ball. You want to ride in this nice pumpkin? It's in the shape of a teapot." Yeah. She just kind of like coasted in the bottom of the teapot. And then it just poured her out on the steps of the thing.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Glass tastes like glass. Why did I eat this shoe?
What if Dio stays behind too?
What?
If Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio all don't vote, then everyone allies.
Oh my god, Luna, are you trying to kill people? God, shut.
Wow, nice reinforcement of the idea of like how stupid it is that this rule is a secret.
Yes.
Like, wow, if you just all stay here, you all ally, which is like one of the first things people might try is like, one way to avoid the trust problem is to not go in the AB room.
Yeah.
But there's just a secret murder rule they don't tell you about.
Not only that,
you have to find the slip in one random puzzle chamber.
Yeah,
right?
you
And
have
that's in round 3. It's near the end of the game. They finally give you the paper, but only in some places.
Only in one place.
It's really fucked up.
You didn't find a note like this one?
Huh?
Can we skip this?
We found it in the archives.
No.
There sure as hell wasn't anything like that in the garden.
We didn't find one in the control room either.
Great game design!
Interesting. Apparently only the archive had one.
Could you imagine if you were playing like any game and like
there was just a secret death mechanic?
Yeah, like okay, could you imagine playing what's that one? The
Imagine
Rebels?
playing Dark Souls in area, but just surprise, your character will die on Tuesday at 4:32 every day. So like, if you're playing at that time, you'll just die and not know why.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone just die at the same time across the whole world?
Imagine if you're playing at the tabletop, like the Rebels game or the Resistance. Imagine if you're playing Resistance, but there's a rule in there that you don't know, that if a mission completes and there's more than 2 Resistance members on the party, like all allies die. And you're like, that'd be
really hard to hide in a tabletop game.
But I'm saying, like, if you hid that rule, the game, and the only people that would know are the Resistance members, like, that would be super bullshit.
Yep.
What does it say?
Why don't you read it for us, Sigma?
Okay. I took that.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
I like how the game has to instruct you, like, you want to read the rules?
Like, one member of each trio must vote. Otherwise...
We're really using up these last 10 minutes then.
That means Kay has to vote. Quark and Alice certainly aren't in any condition to. If he doesn't, all 3 of them are screwed.
Wait a second. Kay's got 6 BP right now. His opponent is gonna have to default to ally. That means if Kay chooses betray, he's gonna have 9 points.
You needn't worry. I have every intention of choosing ally.
Not according to all the other timelines.
Oh, give me a break. You expect us to just swallow your bullshit?
Well, he did claim that he picked Betray because there was a murderer, and this timeline there's not one.
Yeah.
Have we even found the old lady in this timeline?
No.
So no old lady is dead, and Alice is not stabbed, even though she might have stabbed herself because of this disease. So there was maybe never a murderer. Although also Dio's always a murderer, who's trying to blow all of us up. Character knowledge.
Oh dear. Dio, please, think for a moment. You do realize that Alice currently only has 1 BP, don't you? If I were to betray her, what would happen? I am not so desperate to escape that I would be willing to kill. Therefore, I will definitely choose Ally. Indeed, I really have no choice.
Man,
Unless,
whoever...
Of course, I wish to become a murderer.
Whoever dressed him like mate is like got it on point. He is very monk-like. He will not murder somebody.
Is that his only line though? He'll betray the shit out of people unless it's the murder threshold.
Yeah. So I mean, he is very.
Is that why this is the only timeline that's a good timeline? Is because Tenmyoji won't vote, so he won't betray, and Kei won't betray because it'll actually kill somebody. So you need to have Alice to have low BP in order to win. She has to be helpless and not cured and low BP, or things go bad.
That is a very unfortunate.
We have to cure them after this vote or something.
It's unfortunate.